Welcome to Spintown, everyone. I'm inside the cobble bits just doing a little practice run on my American Gladiators course, and I decided to make a video that's going to be a little bit different today, because over on MCTheWalls.com they have a forum set up, and there's constantly people making these top 10 lists. Top 10 Skybasers, top 10 GM players, top 10 players without VIP or Pro, etc., etc. And well, I've always wanted to make one of those, and I just couldn't figure out what to make, or what kind of list to make. But today, I figured it out. Today, I am making a top 10 list of the biggest assholes I've ever played with on MCTheWalls.com. So sit down and get ready, because here my list comes. Alright, we're going to start off our list with somebody that I banned personally. His name is PsychoSmurf337, and I banned him for X-Ray. Almost immediately after being banned for X-Ray, he started pleading with me to get him unbanned. Don't know why he thought I would want to do that, but I told him he had to buy an unbanned pass just like anyone else. Now, he did go ahead and buy the unbanned pass, and he starts pleading with me after that to help him get unbanned because the pass didn't work. I told him he just needed to wait a couple days to see if this thing just needed a little time to go through. So I did a follow-up a couple days later, saw that he was still banned and that he did in fact buy the unbanned pass, so I manually unbanned him. And then, after he was manually unbanned by me, a day or two later tops, it wasn't long, he was banned by another GM for X-Ray again. Now, keep in mind that he was begging for me to help him earlier, and he was promising that he would never use X-Ray again. And yet, 1 or 2 days later after being unbanned, he's banned again for the same thing. So I'm kind of annoyed with him at this point, and then the messages start coming again, saying, please unban me, it's the only way I can compete, I have to use it or I'm not good enough, that type of stuff. So I basically gave him a nice short FU, because this was a personal message, this wasn't on the forums or in the game, so I just told him to fuck off, basically. I was done helping the guy. And at that point, he's like starting to threaten me and other GMs in private messages, saying he's going to hack us and do all kinds of stuff like that if we don't help him get unbanned. I don't know why he thought he would be very intimidating, because he's obviously probably a 12-year-old boy. But yeah, that's what happened, and as far as I know, he hasn't ever been unbanned since then. But the fact that he has threatened to hack and do things to multiple GMs puts him at the bottom of my top 10 list at number 10. Number 9 on our list is SlabSlabSlab. He has been kicked and warned for swearing by multiple GMs and has been extremely disrespectful to many GMs as well. He is currently banned for swearing, and he is making our list not just because I dislike him, and I do, he's an asshole, but also because 8-Bit dislikes him. So this one's for you, 8-Bit. Okay, Raytex makes number 8 on our list because he was banned for insulting and swearing. Later he was banned again for repeated swearing and harassment. Sounds like a nice guy, doesn't he? I even had a run-in with him once where he was stealing from me. He was stealing my TNT because he said it was a waste of material. But it was my TNT. I should be able to use it as I choose. He apparently disagreed. We had a little discussion in chat after I kicked him for stealing, in which he was very disrespectful to me as a GM. But yeah, he comes in at number 8, not just because he's a complete asshole, but also because he put in a lot of time on the walls, and unfortunately a lot of people had to put up with him over that time. Number 7 on our list is KrispyKrap. I do know he was accused of team killing and stealing at one point, but don't worry guys, he was totally innocent. I mean, his excuse was, hey, my brother used my account. How many times do the GMs hear that every day? So yeah, I'm sure he was totally innocent. But, in my personal experience, I found him to be a complete dick in chat when things weren't going his way, or he had a disagreement with somebody, and I even know that he cheats because he had a spectator log into a game and help him beat me in a match when it came down to me versus him. Now here's the situation, guys. We're the last two on the ground. He has a lot better gear than me, so I managed to run away from him long enough to get up in a sky base and bunker myself in. I was going to be a tough kill at this point. So what's he do? After he realizes I'm not leaving that base, he can't get into it, he has a friend log in and start messing with me where I can't place blocks where I want to. And while I'm trying to figure out how to protect myself with the spectator messing with me, KrispyKrap attacks at the same time, and I'm dead because I can't block off the area I need to stop him from getting in. And yeah, so KrispyKrap, I know you're a cheat and you're an asshole. Dragonaires. I don't think any one person has cursed more on these servers or on the forums than you. He's been turned in multiple reports. He has been warned by many GMs. He's been kicked by many GMs. He has been banned at one point, and he's been extremely disrespectful to the GMs at various points. I really see no reason for him to still be a part of our community and servers, but for whatever reasons, the Master GMs, they have allowed it thus far, even though at one point I had the evidence that should have got him banned. And yeah, so Dragonaires, I hope you get what's coming to you at some point, because people don't learn if there's no consequences for their actions, and you have not had to pay the consequences yet. So have fun at number 6 on the asshole list. TR Ryan. It's a shame that you come in at number 5, because you're really high up in a lot of our stat categories on the website. Somebody this involved in the community, it's kind of an embarrassment to have, you be on this list, but I can't help it. You're just an asshole. You've insulted and disrespected other players and GMs multiple times. You've been banned for cursing and insults by me. I was the one that banned you. He even asked for my GM status to be removed after I banned you, which I found hilarious, by the way. Anytime somebody does that, I find it hilarious. There's been multiple times people have done that, but I'm still a GM because I follow the rules of the game and I do as I'm supposed to do as a GM. I don't abuse the powers, even though people might think I do. I have evidence when I take action against somebody. He's also been suspected as a possible team killer, although I will say there has not been any proof turned in, or he has not been banned for that yet. So anyways, TR Ryan, as high up as you are in the rankings, you're still an asshole, and trust me, I'm not the only one who thinks so. iRockodile. One of the most infamous players that we've ever had on the walls. He has been banned for team killing. He's been banned for glitching past walls with ender pearls and killing the other team before the walls drop. He's been banned for team killing again. Banned for team killing again. And then I've rebanned him 2 times because somehow he's got unbanned. Don't know if it's a rogue GM or, he did something else, that he found a glitch. I don't know, but at this point, anytime I see him, it's an instant ban. I don't care what server I'm on. If he somehow got onto the Bat Night, he'd be banned. If he somehow got into the Tournament Tower when I was there, I'd ban his ass there. Even though I'm not a GM there, I would find Ben, or find Zach, or Sam, or somebody, and get him banned. He's just a repeated cheater, a repeated asshole, and I am so glad we finally got rid of him. If it was up to me, we'd go ahead and do an IP ban just to make sure he doesn't get back on any other account, but it's not up to me. So we'll just have to be satisfied with putting him at number 4 on the asshole list. SneezyDumplings. The brother of iRockodile, I believe, or I really don't know if they're brothers or if they're friends or if it's one person or 2 people. It doesn't really matter to me, but he's a complete dick. He's been banned for cursing at a GM. He's been banned for glitching past the walls with ender pearls with iRockodile. He's been banned for offensive language by me. I did that. Yeah, I take credit. He's been banned for team killing, and I believe I banned him as Sadistic Lemons as well. So, SneezyDumplings / Sadistic Lemons. No matter what you call yourself, you're always going to be an asshole. So just please leave the servers and never come back under any name. Alright, number 2 on our list is a man named Zuko. He's not just a player, not even just a GM, but he's a master GM. And he does nothing around the forums to warrant himself being a master GM. He has banned players without evidence who are fairly popular amongst the community, and if you're going to do something like that, you better have some evidence to back it up. You know, Zuko apparently is above the law, though, so he doesn't have to bother with stuff like evidence. He can just do whatever the hell he wants to whoever the hell he wants. He has also unbanned players that had clear evidence against them just because they were friends. Well, hold on, excuse me. He actually did try to make up some lame excuses like, well, this guy stole, so it's alright to kill him. And if that was true, we'd have to go back and unban a whole bunch of players, because any other case that has ever came up, we have said that's not an excuse to team kill or not an excuse to grief somebody back. Okay? If somebody is griefing you or somebody steals from you or is trying to team kill you, you record them and you report them. You are not allowed to do the same to them. It's been stated over and over, not just by the other GMs, but also by the other master GMs. So, Zuko, that's not an excuse. You know you're full of shit. How appropriate, since it's an asshole list. So, yeah, this guy was not egged into the team killing. It's just against the rules. He should know better. Ignorance is not an excuse, especially since you're friends with him and you're a master GM. You should have made sure this didn't happen. And you certainly shouldn't have given this guy any special privileges, because he's not famous or popular in any fashion. I've looked at his stats on YouTube and on Twitch TV, and it's really laughable to me that you got your Master GM status because you do stream MCTheWalls on your Twitch account, because, you know, I would almost understand. I would almost see the logic in promoting their website by giving somebody Master GM status that streams the walls if they were popular. But Zuko, you have just over 2,000 followers on Twitch TV, just over 100 subscribers on YouTube. You are not popular in any fashion, okay? And I'm not saying that because, you know, I have more subscribers than you, okay? Because, honestly, I don't think I should get anything special just because I have subscribers on YouTube as well. But 2,000 is nothing, okay? You get a couple hundred, few hundred maybe viewers at a time when you're streaming, while, you know, that's nice. I mean, good for you. But it does not make you popular. You're not going to be promoting the website very much with a following like that. Certainly not enough to deserve something like Master GM. If that was the case, they ought to give Zach Scott the keys to the whole city, you know? He needs to be the new developer, administrator, or something higher up than you, because he plays on the servers a lot. And he's got, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers compared to your just over 100. Yeah, again, I don't think that's a good way to go about getting Master GMs. I'm not saying Zach Scott. I'm not saying me or anybody else needs any special privileges because we have an audience, or don't have an audience like myself and Zuko. So, it's just, again, I can almost see the logic if he was popular, but he's not. So, yeah. Anyways, Zuko, you're easily number 2 on our list. There's only one guy that could possibly be a bigger asshole than you, and he's coming up. Alright guys, this is a moment you've all been waiting for. This is the moment where I tell you who the number 1 asshole is over on MCTheWalls.com. And that number 1 spot goes to Spintown. What? How the hell did I end up number 1 on my own list? Well, the fact that I made the list means that there's going to be 9 other people, at least, who think I'm a giant asshole. You know, I'm sure most of them did, if not all of them did already. But, yeah, definitely 9. And then there are multiple threads over there that are asking for my GM status to be removed, so those people also think I'm an asshole. I clearly have no sympathy for rule breakers. I ban and kick so many people when they get caught cheating. You know, I don't care if they buy an unbanned pass or if they just never come back. If you're a cheater, I don't want anything to do with you, so lack of sympathy, you know, that can be an asshole type quality. And then, of course, this list, it could make maybe at least a master GM and a couple administrators a little uncomfortable. So that might be a dick move. But, you know, I'm not breaking any rules. I'm not going to post this over on their website or in their forums or even on my profile page. This is staying on my YouTube channel, and I can do whatever I want on my own YouTube channel. There's no rules against that. But you know what? I think I've made a case for being number 1 on this list. And I can deal with being number 1. And that concludes our list of the top 10 assholes that I have ever played with over on MCTheWalls.com. This list is meant to reflect my opinion and my opinion only. There's a reason I didn't post this over on the forums, and it's because as a GM I'm not supposed to, you know, call people names or cause a bunch of drama in the forums. So please don't go over there, post this, or, you know, start commenting about this video in the forums. Leave that alone. Comment below if you want to. The only exception I think you should make is for Zuko. He's such a huge douchebag that I think you should probably go to his YouTube channel and tell him how big of a dick he is, or tweet him on Twitter or something like that, because, you know, the guy doesn't deserve to be a GM. The guy doesn't even deserve to be able to play the walls, matter of fact. That's how big of a loser and asshole he is, and it was a huge mistake for the administrators to not just give him GM, but Master GM. That's a joke. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and goodbye.